What's up, guys? Tristan Lehman here with episode 31 of Red vs. Blue. In today's episode, playoff preliminaries till we run out of them, because we could be playing 3. Who knows? At least 2, maybe 3. We'll see what happens. Till then, though, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you after the intro. We're starting things off with FC United and Manchester's first round playoff game in the Vanarama North.
Streets are full of dreams and lies. Every corner has a story. With a pint and cloudy skies, we chase our fleeting glory. Manchester Knights are calling. In the madness we are falling. Round and round the wheels turning. Bright city always burning.
So the starting lineup today then is going to be Sebastian Jensen in goal, Elliot McMillan at right back, who I don't think we've seen on the channel before because I didn't play him in the last game. We'll get his little pocket there. Aside from Manchester United, he was released at the end of his contract. He's got a very interesting, very white mohawk. But yeah, he looks like a very good right back signing for us. We've got Ben Hockenhall, Bryce Kasumba and Rio Adebisi. Kieran Taylor starts behind Livesey Capriidis and Oliver Pimlett. Hoskins and Fitzmartin on the wings, and Tim Myler, who's been our star striker this season, on a loan to us from Brackley. And yeah, he's had a hell of a season. 13 goals in 35 appearances in the league with 11 assists. He's been playing both on the wing and up top, as is his style, really. And he's pretty good at both of them. And I'm not sure if his contract's running out at Brackley this season, but if it is, we might have to look at him for next season because he looks pretty special. So that has been our attacking plan so far this season. We've got Ramwell, Potter, Willis, Catesby and McCarmer on the bench. So we've rotated a little bit, but it should be just fine. Actually had quite a lot of goals, almost 55, 60 goals between our main strikers this season. It's been pretty tidy, but yeah, that little mid-season blip we talked about last episode has not been helping us out. But today we played Tamworth in the first round of the playoffs. Of course, the Vanarama North playoffs we discussed on the channel before. The first 4, the 5th till 7th, no, 4th till 7th go in the first round, and then the winners play 2nd and 3rd, and the winners of that play in the final. So we have got some work ahead of us, 3 games ahead of us if we want to get promoted this year, but we're going to make the best of it because that is what we do as we go into the dressing room, and we're going to say we're a good run and keep it going because that's the best we can really do today. I'm just going to tell everyone, get out there, make a difference, and hopefully we'll get a win today because we do need it. And then we'll play whichever game comes next after this if we win. I don't know if we'll play our semi-final before Maine Road because the league season hasn't actually finished for Maine Road yet. So we'll see how that goes. They're in a 4-4-2, which is always nice and tidy. And, well, we're just going to kick things off because there's no point waiting around. We just have to get this game won, to be honest. It's a pretty straightforward system, so we'll encourage the boys. And hopefully a win is coming. Throw in with McMillan. He goes to Hoskins, who gets got room to run into down the wing. Can he get a crossover? He's looking for something. Does go for the cross over the top, looking for Fitzmartin. Can't find it. Pimlett tries to get there. Can't. And that is Sekularic who gets rid of that one. To McMillan. To Taylor. Forward for Kipriadis. To Pimlett. Through first time to Mailer. Mailer cannot finish, unfortunately. But you know, we'll take it as progress. That's the plan. I have no idea how long this episode is going to be, so I do apologise that it ends up being an hour-long episode with 3 games. It probably shouldn't be, but you never know. We'll see how that works, and we'll minimise things as much as we can. Free kick now for Tamworth. Reese goes forward to Plank, that was. Reese forward again to Plank, and he's going to look for a cross, cuts it back looking for O'Reilly. Pimlett gets a foot in there, now Fitzmartin on the counter. Can we release this? No, we can't. We've been tackled. It's with Blacker now. He's coming at us. Can we stop it? We have. Luckily, Jensen made a save. It's been a very uneventful first half. They've been just about the better on the stat book, but you know, we'll see if we can survive the first half. At least Sekularic to Blacker now with a cross into the box, fisted away by Jensen. Uchenna has picked it up. Goes back to Wilson. Wilson is going to run out the highlight. Essentially, that's what's going to happen. I'm not impressed with some players in our first team so far. We've got a corner in. Myler with the corner into the box. Headed straight back to him. Can on the second cross be a little bit better? Goes back to Kipriadis. Kipriadis finds Hockenhall. Hockenhall ball and a BC into the box. Can he cut the ball across to someone? He tries and Hoskins is there for his 17th of the season. That's very much against the run of play that we have gone ahead here, and hopefully that'll fire us to believe, be inspired a little bit as this first half comes towards a conclusion. Good little cross, take it away from the goalkeeper, and yeah, Hoskins gets on the score sheet. I'm hoping he will be here next season because he will be a key player regardless of the division. We're going to praise the boys. Pimlet with a through ball looking for Kipriadis, can't find it, but Hockenhall has picked it back up. And we'll see how we go here. McMillan to Mailer. Mailer looking for a ball forward to Hoskins. Hoskins, can he cross? No, he gets brought down. That's going to be a penalty. And I don't know who's going to step up and take this one because I can't remember who is set as our penalty taker at the moment. And we'll find out together. It's going to be Fitzmartin. The captain puts it away, Jay Fitzmartin. And that'll fix his average rating for the game, which is nice to see. And as half-time is now 5 minutes away, we are 2-0 up. And it's looking, barring some kind of emergency, like the first step of our playoff journey has been completed. And hopefully we will get further than we did last year in the semi-finals, make it through to the final, and get this one all the way as Tamworth have a corner. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, I apologise. Been a long day. Blacker with the ball out to Wilson Brown. Wilson Brown cutting it back, looking for Benjamin. Benjamin going forward to O'Reilly. And O'Reilly forward to Benjamin. Benjamin will hopefully not put the ball into a danger there. O'Reilly goes to Wilson, who's going to run at us. We need this to not be a goal before half-time. If we can avoid it, headed away by Hockenhall. Hoskins picks it back up for a counter. 3 minutes of injury time on the clock. We've managed to get the ball forward to Mailer. Mailer finds Pimlet. Pimlet, can he do something with this here? Cuts it back to Mailer. Mailer with a shot, and Tim Mailer gets his 17th of the season. And at 3-0 just before half-time, you cannot help thinking this one is very, very done. And the boys are firing on all cylinders, which is nice to see with, half the game left to go and very much promotion on the line here because we do need to get some movement. We've been static in our divisions for too long with both clubs, and I'd like us to both get promoted if we can. That would be the plan for us. So it's the dressing room at half-time, of course, very much dominant. We're going to say I'm happy with the number of shots on target so far, and we're going to send the boys back. In fact, we're not going to send the boys straight back out there. We'll grab out of VC, or grab at Millen, or just say, please don't get sent off. I don't want to lose either of them for the semi-final. They're both great players for us. And yeah, we'll see how that goes because we do have options to replace them if we need to. So yeah, just play it by ear, I guess. Throw it now. Wilson Brown or Tamworth looking for Blacker. Blacker turns his man. Hoskins gets a foot in there and chases down the ball. Kipriadis gets it clear, but we have managed to pick it back up from the header to Pimlet. To Mailer now. Mailer will look for a ball forward, you would think. Finds Fitzmartin into the box. Can Jay Fitzmartin get a second? No, cuts it back for Mailer. And Tim Mailer gets his 18th of the season. And the boy is on fire. We're 4-0 up. And we hopefully hit form just at the right time. Because we do need this promotion. And, well, yeah, Fitzmartin with a great cutback finds Mailer. And, well, the boys have shown up today. And it can only get better from here on out. We'll see how things shake out, with the rest of the game. Blacker now with a header. Uchenna with the ball for Tamworth. Can we keep the clean sheet here? Blacker is through. I don't think we will. I think this is leading to a goal, to be honest. As Blacker gets the byload, turns, cuts it across, and Wilson puts it wide. And, well, we have survived. I think I'm going to use some subs now. Take off the guys who are booked and just see this one out. So Taylor now with the ball for us. Free kick, 66 minutes on the clock into the box. Catesby can't get there. He's just gone with a sub. I've sent on Potter and Ramwell on the wings as well, just to replace those two lads who were booked. Just to try and keep from being suspended for the next game. Just felt smart as Potter heads it down for Fitzmartin, whose first touch was very, very heavy, and Reese is with it, but Fitzmartin gets it back. Plinlet now. Forward for Molo. Molo will first pass to Kipriadis, and Livesey Kipriadis gets his 5th goal of the season. He has come through leaps and bounds this season, had a couple of loans, and has proven himself to be a really, really key player in this side. Maybe one of the ones that survives my call at the end of the season, but we are 5 minutes. It's weird talking about a cold I already planned in the last episode because we are finally firing. But yes, it's very much an anomalous result for us. We've not been great all season, and it's just things have seemed to have come together for us at the right time as we go for a 6th goal after 70 minutes. Now, Pinler goes to Potter from the throw-in. Pinler again with a shot from range, and Tim Myler's got a touch on that, and that is 6-0. It's big disallowed. That's okay. I was worried for a second that we might actually be taking the mick a little bit. I mean, there's still 15 minutes to go. We could still get a 6th goal, but let's not humiliate them. That feels mean. Huckenhull now with a free kick with 12 minutes to go. Potter forward for Pinler, who gets brought down with a horrible tackle, I thought. Codring's an excellent tackle, but Kasongo's picked up regardless. All forward to Potter. Potter forward for Pinler to Taylor. Taylor for Kypriaris. Kypriaris is going to get a second of the game. He's into the box and it's not far away. We still look like we just want to rack up goals here. It's nice, but it does feel a little bit like we're wasting our energy when we've got more playoffs to come, or a semi-final to come. This does confirm it as a 3-game episode, by the way. And we've seen consolidated our 5. I say consolidated our final. They've got a call and there's 6 minutes of injury time. Kypriaris wins it back on the edge of our box and just goofs it clear. All you need to do really is buy us some time, kick for territory. Beckett, though, is back at us for Tamworth. Over the top, Huckenhull with the header. And it's fallen nicely for Jay Fitzmartin, but he's got the entire defence between him and the Tamworth goal. Wisely plays it out for Catesby, back into Fitzmartin, into the box. Fitzmartin with a goal, and that's his 2nd of the game. And the boys are 6-0 up. 6-0 up. There's still 6 minutes of this game left to go. And I feel like I've done nothing but commentate in this game. It's been almost an uneditable live con, which is going to be making for all that. That's fine. It's fine. We're seeing goals. Lots of goals. That's all we really ask for. We've had a few episodes recently without any. We might get another one here. Secular plays it to Reese for Tamworth. And he goes out wide for Plant. Leon now through. Can we win this ball back, or is he going to get them in for a comeback? Or I say a comeback, but a consolation goal. Secular gets that comeback. Gets the consolation goal. He's going to try and make it, try and actually fire them back into the game, he seems to think. He has been by far their best player, I think we can safely say, Secular. And probably deserves a goal for his performance. But, we haven't kept a clean sheet. It's a small worry. As I said in the previous episode, I don't actually think Jensen is good enough for this level. I think he'll definitely be gone at the end of the season. I need to find a better goalkeeper, because he's not really developed as much as I hoped he would. As Benjamin gets a throw in now, Plank nods it on, Kasongo hits it away, Fitzmartin decides to join in the head tennis. Reese now, are we going to concede again? It'd be cruel if we did, I think, but ultimately we're also 5 goals up, 4 goals up, as Louis Beckett gets a goal for Tamworth. Our defence is starting to fall apart. They're quite tired, to be fair to them. We'll let them off, and it's been disallowed, even better. We'll just kind of accept that we didn't keep a clean sheet, but we did win 6-1. And that's fairly impressive. Fairly impressive, you'd have to say. We'll say nice work, everyone. That was good. We'll continue, and we'll come back with whichever game pops up next. So we're back with FC United in the semi-final against South Shields, and I only made one change to the team, well, 2 technically, from last game. I sent Callum Hewlett in as the defensive midfielder in place of Kean Taylor, and he's gone to the bench with Catesby being dropped. And that's just because there's a voice in my head saying, stick with what we know. They've got that chemistry. I did think about switching in Willis as well, because those 3 have played a lot of games together. But for now, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to keep Kypriaris there. He's been playing very well, and we're going to see if that works. I say see if that works, because if it doesn't, we're in trouble. We'll see how this goes, I guess. We're going to submit the team, and we'll get in the dressing room. See why it's sending us to Main Road. No one knows. Either way, we'll get ourselves there. We're playing a friendly with Main Road between now and the playoff semi, just because I just want to get them a win, because we need to boost the confidence. There is what I'm trying to do. Either way, we'll get in the dressing room very shortly. And there we go. Good team in store for South Shields. Jonas and Bainbridge are very dangerous on the wings. I know from playing them before. And Lukeman is a pretty decent goal scorer. So we've got a few things there to be worried about. We're going to tell everyone, show everyone their recent praise is justified. We're going to tell them to go out there and make a difference. You know how it works. And we'll just see if we can get something going here. I really need us to get a goal here. We're going to skip all the introductions because why not? Our South Shields are in the claret and blue. We're in our white kit. We are underway. We're going to encourage the boys. We're going to hope we can get an early goal and set the tone and go from there. You're on the ball. Our first highlight's taken half an hour, which is shocking, as Jensen goes to Hockenholm. Forward for Myler. Hewlett now with a chance to find something, maybe through ball to Kypriadis. Kypriadis is in. Can he score? Saved by Roney, and Kypriadis is going to try and step up to get us goals today, it seems, as Myler is taking the corner from the left-hand side into the box. Can we get ahead of it? We can't quite, but Hewlett's going to pick this one up. Back to Myler. Can he get a crossover? Does not. Morris wins that one back quite easily, and now Bainbridge is running at us, but luckily he's not going to get much further in the highlight. Yeah, it's one of the curses we've had. I think it's this formation. Because we have this with the Rocks and Saberlights. It's exactly the same tactic. Is that sometimes the front three just don't show up for reasons no one understands. Hockenholm to Kypriadis now, out wide to McMillan, back to Hockenholm, forward to Hewlett, and Hewlett will find Kypriadis again, who's going to play it out wide for Hoskins into the box. Cross goes over, Myler off the woodwork, Fitzmartin out of the ground, and well, we need to settle down. We've been the better team. We just need to settle down and find a goal. Hockenholm to Pimlet now. Pimlet will find something here, I'm sure. Kypriadis through ball, looking for Hoskins. Hoskins is through. Probably took too many touches there. Back to Kypriadis, who somehow misses and hits the side netting. And, Kypriadis is having a decent enough game, but we're just in the final third. We're not producing anything of note, and now we're under the cosh on the brink of half-time in injury time. Tobin in box, and Lukeman heads it away, and of course we have conceded on the brink of half-time after dominating the first half. I would suggest I just don't have any answers. I don't know who's let us down. There also was Fitzmartin, who's not had a great game today. Myler's not having a great game either. It's not our best performance. We're going to go to the dressing room, and we're going to tell them the scoreboard will eventually reflect our dominance. That's what we'll do. We're going to grab the boys who have decided to be on their holidays mentally already and give them a little pointy finger. Tell them they've not been good enough. No one's got upset. We're going to send them back out and hope that they produce something second half. We should be able to score against South Shields. We've beaten them this season. We've not had any issues with South Shields this season in any great shape. So, I think we lost the opening game. We literally smashed them last time we played them. And, it's just, we just need to show up. That's all I'm asking for. As Adebisi now picks the ball up to Fitzmartin. Back to Adebisi. Probably a good idea to give it back to him because Fitzmartin's not played well today. Adebisi back to Pimlet, to Hewlett, to Myler. Myler needs to get this ball out to someone, and does. Finds McMillan, who wouldn't have been my first choice. Kypriadis gets a shot away, though, from range. And Livsi Kypriadis has scored, and that's why he's been getting the nod in the first team of late, because he's just producing moments of magic well above his station. And I think he was a youth team product as well. I don't think we signed him for someone. I think he came out of our own youth team. I'll have a little look while I'm thinking about it. Did he come out of our youth team? He did. And that's actually really good for us going forward, because a hidden mechanic in the game, for those of you who aren't as nerdy or FM as I am, one of the hidden mechanics in the game is the more you play your youth teamers, the better the youth intakes you get going forward, because they see you as a club that will put youth teamers in the first team, as that corner luckily comes to nothing. So you get a better youth intake the year after, once you've got kind of a couple of youth teamers established. The more youth teamers you have established in your first team, the better your youth intakes get. Just a little pro tip there. So I've made 3 changes. It's Pimlock, Kasongo and Fitzmartin making way for Makama, Taylor and Potter. in what I'm hoping will give us a bit more attacking impetus. Myler's not had a great game up top, but I'm hoping it's through lack of support rather than lack of it being his day. We'll see how that goes as Hewitt plays all that to King. We're going to win this with McMillan, who goes back curiously to Jensen. I wouldn't have done that. I'd have gone to Hockenhull, but what do I know? McMillan through to Hewlett. No, Hewlett out wide for Hoskins. Back to McMillan, to Hewlett again. Hewlett forward for Taylor with a chance to produce something here. Goes through ball for Kypriadis. Kypriadis with a shot. Livesey Kypriadis has come out today and said, I will drag us to this final if it's the last thing I do. That boy has been stepping up all game to get himself in dangerous positions. South Shields do not know what to do with him. I've said that out loud now, which means they're going to go through him 2-foot and break his leg. You guarantee it. But we are back ahead, and we just need, or I say back ahead, we were never ahead before this. But yeah, we just need Kypriadis to get things going. We're going to hold off by praise to see how this shapes out. Hopefully Adebisi will create something and we'll get it going. He's gone forward to Makama, playing out wide. He was bought to be a striker, but he's played out wide for us a lot this season. Hewlett with a little bit of a lazy ball forward. And Hewlett finds again McMillan. McMillan all forward to Hostin to be lovely here anytime you like, but he took way too much time on the ball. Finds or doesn't find Hewlett. We've given it away. John running at us, and now Hewitt, which is very confusing when we've got a Hewitt low with a shot from range. And what on earth was that goalkeeping? So good go ahead and praise the boys, because that would have killed our morale. What was this goalkeeping? Hewitt gets through here. I mean, defending here is not great. It's got to be said, Hockenhull could have stepped across. Any one of those defenders could have stepped across low. But Jensen, and presumably who was expecting one of his defenders to make some effort, could have been better positioned for that, if I'm honest. And we are, again, trying to chase a goal. And got a feeling it's going to come from anywhere. It's going to be Livesey Kypriadis at this rate. Rooney with a ball forward. We need to win this in the air. We have McMillan and John now on the ball. We need to get this back as fast as possible. That's a wayward pass. Myler is through. Myler's had a terrible game so far, and he's not made it any better by hoofing that one into Sunderland town centre, quite frankly. And that is really poor. That's genuinely really poor. And Myler's had so many goals this season that you'd think he'd be able to come through a clutch for us. Kypriadis with a free kick. We need to find anyone competent with this, and we haven't found any of our teammates. Taylor finally finds Makama. Ball goes out wide to Adebisi, who needs to find a cross to anyone but Tim Myler, quite frankly. Anyone but Tim Myler, and we've got a fighting chance. Taylor, cross goes over, looking for Hoskins, back post. Falls for Myler, plays it back for Kypriadis to complete his hat-trick in the 94th minute. And Livesey Kypriadis, the homegrown hero, absolute star that he is, has just become such a player this season, and he's turned it on when he absolutely needed to. He has, like I said earlier, single-handedly dragged us to what we presume will be a final. They've got a kick-off highlight, and you can't help feeling they'll score. He's giving the ball away. Good stuff. Just keep hold of it. You know, to try and get forward with this, just waste as much time as you like. Just keep hold of the ball. That's all I ask. Potter forward for Adebisi. Adebisi with a big ball forward, looking for the run of Myler. Can he make up for being terrible all game? Yes, he can. He gets a goal to make it 4-2. And as much as Tim Myler has not been at all at the races today, when we needed him to show up, when we absolutely needed him to show up, Tim Myler has stepped up, got a goal, finally found his shooting boots, puts the ball past Roney, and confirms, almost certainly with a minute left to play, our place in the National League North playoff final. We've broken the duck. We've finally got ourselves to the final. We will play Blythe Spartans in the final, and they were below us in the league. And I think, off the top of my head, we've had a pretty good record against them. We'll check in a second. But I think we've had a pretty good record against Blythe this year. I think we've beaten them both times we played them. Actually, now I'm saying it's Blythe Spartans. Is it Blythe Spartans? I know there's... Yeah, it is. It is. I'm getting confused with someone else. There was someone I noticed who was in this level having a really bad season in the Northern Premier. I think it was Farsby, actually. But yeah, we've had a run against Blythe, I believe. Considering at the start of the save, we're loading players off them. The fact we've got here is pretty good. So our first match against Blythe this season, we beat them 2-0 at home, and we will play at home in the final, which is nice. That'll be in the next episode. We lost 1-0 away, but we're playing at home, and we're 2-1 up for the season. So I fancy our chances in this one, but we still have one more game to play in this episode because Maine Road are also in a semi-final. So let's go do that. So here we are then, finally end of the episode. It's Maine Road away at Hyde in the Northern Premier Division playoff semi-final. My hunt for a goalkeeper saw me bring in 8 players on loan who were all rubbish. So Anton Hubnaber, who's been our backup all season, gets the start today, and he has been rubbish. I'm tempted to change his role, but won't faff just yet. We're going to start with McIntosh, Cresswell, Burton and Morgan in front of him, Nolan and Powell behind Jones, Bird, Norris and Ragg. It's only Margetson, Batoni, Edmondson and Hockey on the bench. Just to see if we can get any difference makers out there. I'm hoping Edmondson will be able to come off the bench and make a difference. He's been good for FC United in the division above when we've used him, but also not really kicked on there. So we'll see. And to be honest, there's no real difference between the standard of these two divisions, to the point where I thought when I loaned Edmondson out to Maine Road, he'd be an instant starter for us. And frankly, he's no better than what we had. And he's about as good in our squad here as he is at FC United. We're going to tell everyone there's no pressure. We'll just keep it simple. And we'll tell everyone to go out there and make a difference just to see what we can get out of them. I'm a little bit concerned about Hognaber in goal because he's pretty terrible. But the defence, because I toyed with Dion Conroy and I figured he's got like a 7 for pace. And if I'm having to cover a goalkeeper who's not quite good enough, I'd rather have a quicker back line if I can. So that's sort of where the thinking behind the defence I put out there goes. And yeah, we're just going to get straight into this game. Hopefully straight into getting a goal would be very nice. We'll encourage the boys from the early going and see where we go from there. So Norris with a free kick shoots, Lenarchik puts it wide. We have had the momentum so far. This is, of course, our first highlight. We've had the momentum so far, and it's going to be Jack Powell to take the corner. Can he get the ball into the box and find a head? He gets into the box. So, you know, half the mission complete. Jones picks it back up forward for McIntosh. Can he get a crossover? Just takes a shot instead. Why not? And he's going to get the ball back. Goes back to Nolan. Nolan can shoot from range. It's off a defender, but Nolan wants it back in the air. And, well, we're just playing a bit of headers and volleys. And doesn't really go anywhere. But Cresswell now with a ball to Nolan. Havenhanders won it. And this is where we need that pace, because I need these guys to be able to get back and cover. Mollincray Matthews with a run back. Butler. Ball in for Kay. Kay looking for Ellis. Ellis for Dockrell to Schnedker off the crossbar. And we've got it clear for now. But it's still in play. And Hyde are a good side. So that's going to be a worry. But luckily, that highlight comes to nothing. Free kick, and it's going to be Norris to take it in for McIntosh. McIntosh with a shot, and it's his first goal for the club. And what a time to score it. I say it's first league goal. I don't remember him scoring before. Anyway, apparently it's not his first goal for the club, just his first of the season. But what a time to score it. Half an hour into the game, and, well, Marcel McIntosh pops up with a goal off a Norris assist. And if they can return the favours, then that's going to be very, very good for us. But, you know, we'll take 1-0 for now. We'll give the boys some praise. Things are going much better than I expected. And I've just given it the kiss of death, that one. Jack Powell puts the corner in and it's headed away. Norris has been pushed, apparently. And it's going to be Norris, I have no doubt, taking this penalty. Can he make it number 2 and really help us start looking like seeing this game off? No, he can't. Saved. Very rare that Luke Norris misses a penalty. And we now have a corner. Jack Powell will take it. Can he find Norris to put it away with his head? Park heads it clear. And Butler's going to chase it down. Hopefully they're not going to hit us on the break here. We're not going to see it even if they try. Which I'll take, quite frankly. I'm very disappointed that Luke Norris couldn't put that penalty away. That would have almost put the game beyond doubt. It's very demoralising going at half-time 2-0 down. Maybe they still will, as McIntosh gets a throw-in for Jones. Jones back to McIntosh. Ball forward for Jones again. Jones has a pop, and Luke Jones gets a second before half-time. And maybe that does put it to bed. Certainly will drop the head in the Hyde dressing room as we go in for the break. And great stuff here with Jones and McIntosh combining to find Jones the space to get the ball across the goal. And Lenarchik could do nothing about that. And we're looking strong. We're looking okay. We're going to the dressing room. We are 2-0 up. We're going to tell the boys that we're happy with how we've dominated possession. Nobody looks like they're shouting out. Like, can I do a don't let your head drop? Yeah, I can. A relax. Won't do you any good to stay in this frame of mind. It seems confused and demotivated. All right. I tried, buddy. I tried to motivate you to keep your head up. And you've just rejected me. So, okay, let's just get you a goal. And hopefully that will get you back on form. We'll see how things shake out as the second half gets underway. Of course, we are going to praise the boys and settle in and hope for a third goal. Throwing now for Hyde. It's with Jones, who will go short to Dockrell. Back to Jones. Schnebke now on the ball and looking for a shot, but it goes over the bar. And we can rest easy. We've done enough for now. And I'm thinking about subs, as I often am. And I just want to hold off as much as possible. But I'm noticing Nolan is starting to tire. Maybe it's time we'll make a few changes just to try and see this game out a little bit. Well, it's going quite well so far. Bertoni and Edmondson have come on midfield for us, and we've sent on Freddie Hockey up top for Charlie Ragg, who just couldn't get into this game, to be honest. We're hoping that this is enough. It looks like it will be. We will have, unless something goes dramatically wrong, a double final next episode, and that is pretty strong. They're getting a late free kick, but it's probably too late. Dockrell has a pop. It's off the woodwork, and somehow Hugnava has kept a clean sheet in this game, which I'm shocked at because he's not a good goalkeeper. He's going to have to play in the final because there's no way that Cameron's going to be ready to play in the final. He's got a broken arm, so he's definitely out. But 3 wins in 1 episode is very good. That's going to help us out. We'll see who we're playing in the final momentarily. I have a feeling it's going to be Marine, purely because Marine have been on fire this season and were, like Hyde, unlucky not to get automatic promotion. They finished 2 points behind Bury, so it was very close. And yeah, it could have gone, honestly, either way. Let's have a look, see if it will tell us the finals. We'll shortly have got there. Well. If we look at the league table, if it will let me show you the league table, which apparently it's decided more important, I look at FC United. If we look at the league table, Chorley finished just above us, and I don't remember them being on good form come the end of the season. We'll see if I think there's a form chart on this one. Oh, they were on good form towards the end of the season. Okay, well, essentially we've scored more than them, and have we? Yeah, we have scored more than them. We've conceded more than them. And they have worse goal difference. So we're going to hold on to hope for the next episode that we can make it a double final win. That will be nice, especially after last season. So, thanks for watching, guys. It has always been Chasing Laney. Do like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment down below, all that good stuff. And until next time, which will be very soon, stay safe and have a good one.